Hey, you guys, it's me, it's Nita, and I'm back for another Belle Collective review. This is Belle Collective Season 1 Reunion Part 1. Yes, y'all, we're almost at the end. It's a two-part reunion, and as far as the girls' looks, I think they look better than a lot of the other Season 1 people. But then again, we're in 2021, so there's that. Best dress for me, we're gonna start out with the fashions. Best dress for me is between Antoinette and Latrice. Yes, Antoinette, Latrice. I want to say I love the grandeur of Antoinette, but I love the simplicity of Latrice. I believe Latrice's dress probably looks good standing up, and Antoinette's dress actually looks better sitting down. As far as I wanted to like Marie's dress because it was simple, simplistic, it was sheer. I think what messed it up for me was maybe her hair or her attitude, her energy, her aura. Like, I don't know what it was, but guess what? I wasn't feeling it. So I maybe put her in third place. Um, Letitia, I'm sorry, baby. No, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no for Letitia and it's a no for Tambra. Tambra was over there looking like a whole roll of toilet toilet paper. Like, bitch, no. It don't look, I don't know how it looks standing up. Matter of fact, me, hold on. Let me look. I think I have a picture. Do I have a picture? I thought I had a picture. I thought I had a picture. I'm gonna show it to you guys. Okay. Yeah, girl, no. Girl, no. That's no. That's Tampa. No. No, no, no. This is Marie. Shit. It's like doing the opposite. Okay, so this is Marie. She came in at 3. Then we have Latrice. Girl, you just look so stuffed in there. Your bra looked uncomfortable. You had like that nude shoulder that was trying to help the girls. Maybe I understand. I'm a big girl too, but yeah, no. Um, then we have Carlos King. And then we can't even really see Latrice because of Antoinette. She done took the whole goddamn. She took the whole damn couch and she taking the whole damn picture. So yeah, these are the girls. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that good? Yeah. So I think Antoinette, and Latrice for number 1, Marie for number 3, and Tambra and Letitia are both hanging in the at the end. And as far as makeup, I want to say Latrice. Latrice's makeup. Antoinette is next on makeup. Then it would be Letitia. Then it would be Marie. And then lastly, Tampa. As far as hair, as far as hair goes, I would say Latrice, of course. I would say, what is Antoinette? She got like this curly bob going on. Child, I don't like anybody else. Say Latrice. I can't even rank them, child. I can't rank them. I can't rank them. Latrice, and then Antoinette, and the rest of them is just I mean Marie. That's her normal style, and that's just what she does. Um, okay, so we got through the fashion. So we're sitting up there. I guess we're going with the least interesting and the least drama girls, and those are the girls that are on the chopping block, i.e., Tambra and Antoinette. Tambra and Antoinette, they ain't got too much going on. They just hanger oners. They're basically just hanging on to the people of the cast that got the shit going on. Now they both have um storylines and things that they're going through, and yeah, that's good and that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. But at the same time, okay, we get through um Tambra. I don't know if this is gonna be in order. I'm just gonna go through what I remember. We go through Tambra and we're talking about, her being a DJ host and she wants to get into, TV and television and be a TV personality. Well, I mean, I guess she is that. Like at the end of the day, I feel like she could be considered that. And now that she has a platform like Belle Collective and she's doing really good for herself. Oh, let me talk about the host, Egypt Sherrod. I didn't care for her. I didn't care for her. She looked good. I think she might have been one of the best dressed out of the people on the stage. Um, I didn't care for the questions from the audience. I guess what they pulled up from Twitter, like when we're live tweeting about the show and stuff like that. So I didn't like the questions. However, she did have a good like comeback where she was investigating. Okay, so overall, let's talk about how this reunion went. I didn't care for how the reunion went because they kept addressing things that we didn't know nothing about. This is stuff that was not on the show. 80% of what was talked about and just kept on being mentioned was on the blogs and in the internet, in that sphere. So I didn't really get a chance to, we can't really, like, we're coming into this blind. They keep on bringing up these bloggers and we keep bringing up all this stuff and we don't know any of that. And I didn't care for that type of storytelling. Like, I really would like for you to capture, like, what I think they ended up capturing on a reunion was all of the fallout after everybody watched the episodes. Once the episodes was aired, we're not talking about anything that is we're not talking about anything that is kind of relevant to the show. We're talking about these beefs that have popped out outside of the show. And I don't involve myself in that type of stuff. Like, I kind of occasionally read the blogs. Like if somebody I know is talking or speaking on it, then yeah, I may know something about it. But other than that, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about what they're talking about, and they're talking in circles, and it seems like they don't want to expose things. Like at the towards the end of the reunion, Letitia and pulled a bell out because I think Marie was getting ready to spill the tea, and she ringing the bell. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, so I'm thinking she's saying Marie is getting ready to say something that is going to blast and spray her and Marie and Letitia at the same time. And so I'm just sitting there confused. Like I just feel like they're really just like hashing out things that we don't know. And we only had 9 episodes, so there was drama, but it wasn't a lot of drama because we didn't really get that far. So I remember Marie kept bringing up the hair drama because that is something on the show, and then Latrice keeps saying, "Why you keep talking about the hair?" I'm like, "Cause bitch, the hair was the drama on the show." Now all this other stuff that everybody is all up in arms about what this blogger said, and it was a lot of stuff. You get in these little Facebook groups, people be trying to expose, got the tea, they doing all this stuff and everything, and it's just like a mess. So, like I said, they went through all of the girls, and basically Tamber, they was talking about, her storyline, which was basically her trying to branch out, her talking to Ricky Smiley, and about her reel, and she wanted to like put it out there to see if anybody would bite for it. And he was like, baby, no. No, girl. I'm gonna need you to get your hood voice in check and do it that way. So that's what I got from that. I'm glad that she took it on her chin. She didn't make no big deal about it. It was what it was. Also, she talked about trying to get pregnant because she had put motherhood off, and she's 40, maybe plus, or she's at the cusp before. No, she's 40. She had a 40th birthday party on the show. Um, and then Damon, and she actually said that she had eggs, frozen eggs at first, but now she said she has embryos. So that means Damon, gave his little men to um to her so she can have a baby. And like I said, she keeps talking about this 16-year relationship. Like, I'm just not understanding the uncomfortability that she has with him. And I was just saying, like, I don't know why it doesn't feel right, but it doesn't feel right. But I mean, he's a nice enough man. We don't know too much about him, and I'm sure they're gonna dig that shit up, girl, because that's all they do. Other than that, I think that was enough of Tampa, right? Right. So we move over to Antoinette. Antoinette, in her storyline, she opened up her own dentistry practice, and in doing that, um she actually did a great thing. Proud of her. Fist pump of righteousness for Black Girl Magic. However, we get into discussing her trying to move on past her divorce. So we all know that she was married to a white man, and she doesn't present herself like that, but it feels like she benefits from colorism, and she benefits from Black self-hate. And she kept trying to like compose herself and trying to explain why she didn't want to have children, and I believe that's why her and her husband got a divorce or whatever, because girl, white men, they want to continue their legacy. It's all about the name. You better watch them old movies. Them people's about, give me an egg, give me somebody that's gonna keep my name going, and that's what it is. And I'm assuming that maybe they divorced because that wasn't an option for her, because she was saying that she didn't want to subject her children. She wanted to protect her children from you know being a mixed race child. And everybody, like Egypt, was like, well, you do know your husband was white, right? And I'm just like, yeah. And at the same time, like, even if you had a child by a Black person, the child would still face racism and still have to show up in the world and deal with whatever you dealt with in your life. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't really get her reasoning behind that or whatever, and it was just a mess. And so she kept trying to talk her way through it, and Egypt kept trying to call her out on it, but whatever. So then we're talking about Latrice and Marie. They have this combative exchange. Um, Latrice, I like you. I like you. I like you. I like you a lot. The only thing I don't like about you is how you hit. You be calling Marie. I don't know if you call her that because she's dark skinned. I don't know if you call her that because she's uh, a very mouthy and somewhat people may call aggressive. But I felt like a tinge of like when you call her a man or you call her sir and all that other stuff. That's nasty. That's nasty, and I ain't here for it. That sounds like colorism. And then when you were saying, "What am I jealous of you for?" Look at me and look at you, and I'm like, "Bitch, what that mean? What does that mean? Tell me what that means. I don't know what it means, but you tell me what it means." It looked like you're sounding like the basketball wives, bitch. That's what it sounds like to me. And I wasn't here for it. I didn't appreciate it, bitch. It's a low read. Say something else. Something else. Say something else. So anyway, that's how I felt on that. And all I do know is in this exchange, and actually it got really, really bad, and Carlos King had to come out because Egypt, she wanted a moment and she walked off the stage because they were going back and forth, and I guess she felt disrespected and she's like, I'm just gonna go on and leave. She just wanted her moment. And God, did she look white, white? I mean, that bitch ain't look nothing black about her. I, that's just observation. I don't know that woman for nothing. I've heard her name. I don't recognize her for anything. But like I said, I didn't really care for her. But I felt like she wanted her moment, and I was sitting up there saying that Carlos came out and he was like, "Ladies, I'm gonna need you to tone it down. We have to finish the show." Latrice and Marie, I asked you when Egypt comes back out here, respect her in her direction. She is here to host. And then, Marie is telling Latrice that she's like, you need some manners, you ain't got it all together, and all this stuff, and da 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 da. Then they start going into this whole thing about bloggers. And then this is the part that kind of really annoyed me. Like, Marie kept trying to bring it back to the hair, and I believe that's her issue. And girl, like you said, you believe the wig maker swapped out your hair, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. When you walk out of that hair place, you know exactly what type of hair you have before you walk out. They let you touch it, they let you feel it, they let you bring your fingers through it because it's final say. Now you give it to somebody else and have him make a wig and he come back to you looking like some ratted up mess, then bitch, that's what happened. Period. Like I don't even understand what it is. And Latrice made it better. She replaced the hair. And that's where the conversation should have started, and ended. That's where it should have ended. But that's not where it was. Like you're still bringing it up, you're still harping on it. The reason why that is, from what I'm seeing, is that alliance has been made. So we have Latrice and Marie, and we have Antoinette and Latrice. And Letitia is kind of teetering, but for some reason, this whole blog thing and what's been exposed, and I think that had to do with Kaylon, Antoinette, and Latrice. They're all in on it, and I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. And call Marie what you will. She a bully, she aggressive, she's whatever. She's hurt. That's what she is. She needs to heal. Like she has this whole medical mental health facility, but I'm gonna need you to go ahead and work that on out. So she's hurt. She's hurt in her marriage. She's hurt with her children. She's hurt with her mom. She has so many different issues and traumas that she has to work through. And she really just needs to, I don't think this is the platform for her. I mean, even though she is good TV, I don't think this is the platform for her unless she's trying to continue the toxicity to garner whatever. So then she keeps talking about Marie, keeps talking about she is her name has been drugged through the mud and all this stuff. The blogger there saying that what they say, she said they're saying that she's a fraud. She ain't got no money. She's an ex-felon or ex-con or something like that. Talking about she done been in jail. Like they just like mudslinging her name through the mud. And she was like, I have so many people that, this information could, these rumors or stuff. I guess she's saying that's not true. But she's saying all this stuff that may not be true is having a negative impact on her workers, the people who work for her, the deals that she's making, her business partner Essie. And and I believe her. And I'm just like, also too, Latrice was saying that she was running down the mill, like all the stuff that she was saying, like I kept saying, like, I felt like Marie was lying. She was saying something. I feel like she was saying something and the truth. And she was saying something like right in here because she was like doing this fast talking and stuttering. And I was like, this Marie girl, you good? You good? I don't know. So I was just wondering, like, it might be some truth to what's being told, but like I said, I feel like that came from KKK Lawn. And like she calls KKK Law and Antoinette her entourage, but they're just her little minions or whatever. Like people who, like, they don't have no beef with her, but they will perpetuate it and stuff like that. So, it was just a lot. And Letitia, she didn't really get too much shine. She did talk about how the show impacted her, and she was saying that she's been getting reached out to from people all around the world to try to invest to, clean up Fair Street. So hopefully that'll work out. We'll see. I think this is another one of those, there was that Love and Marriage Huntsville. What was that called? The Comeback Group. This is another one of those failed attempts of having some kind of group camaraderie that's not really going to pan out to anything. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll probably do some research on Ferris Street and see if anything has been done. But I don't think so. But we'll see. But part 2 looks like it's going to be pretty juicy. And the husbands come out, and we learn that there is an outside baby with Letitia and Glenn. Bitch, I told you you was a whole fool. Whole fool. There's a baby. We already knew about the infidelity, but there's a baby, and you telling this man that you want an ultimatum. You're setting an ultimatum so that you can. So you can have his undying love via a proclamation. Because, girl, he's still out here being an ancient nigga. I don't know what to say. And like I said, I felt like this whole thing was just basically we're talking about stuff that wasn't on the show. Now, we ain't never talk about Jerez, all his baby mama drama and all. I guess it didn't get that far because Egypt kept saying, let's put a pin in this. Let's put a pin in this. So I'm assuming that she had a script with how she was trying to go so that she could get to it. But either way, we're going to get to it in part 2. And part 2 is probably going to be a little bit more explosive than part 1. And so anyway, they was talking about stuff we ain't know shit about. All right, y'all. So that's Belle Collective Season 1 Reunion Part 1. What did you think about it? Did you watch it yet? Catch it on YouTube, baby. It's on there, baby. And I'll see you next week for the part 2 of the reunion. All right. Bye. Oh, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let the diva know you came by. And yeah, that's it.